Hello everyone, welcome back to Fate Unlimited Blade Works episode 7. And today, I'm excited to jump back into it. Last time we met, I think we've got all the servants now, right? Do I have my notes from last episode? Yeah, I think we've seen all the servants, so now it's just about finding out who the masters are and fighting everyone. But yeah, it's really fun. I can't wait. I actually like, I've only been able to watch one episode of this a week lately, which I'm only releasing one episode a week, so that makes sense. But like, I've really wanted to watch more. I just don't have time right now. But yeah, I'm just very excited to jump into this. I also today, at the time I'm recording this video today, I bought Fate Stay Night and Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Both of the remastered versions on Steam, because there was like a little bundle. I'm not gonna play them until I'm, you know, done all of this stuff. But I have them. I own them now, which is good because I wanted to make sure I had them, and so there was a sale on today. It was really only a sale for Fate Stay Night, but I just decided to buy both of them in the one bundle, and I'm glad I did because now it's on my Steam account, ready to go for when I want to play it. Yeah, really like it. So, yeah, let's jump into some Fate Unlimited Blade Works, episode 7. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And you can go to my Patreon account for not only the full-length reactions, but early access. You can get the next, I want to say 6 or 7 episodes on my Patreon account right now, so go check it out. Anyway, let's jump into this. This is Fate Unlimited Blade Works, episode 7.
And did you not hear me when I said you had to force your way through? If you do not
but he is a master swordsman able to hold Saber at bay. Shouldn't you be complimenting him?
Surely
I like
you're
archers.
joking. I can hardly call him a hero if he could not even stop the
Chivalry.
likes of you and lacks the necessary skills to call himself a master swordsman.
Saber is here?
Oh, I'm excited. The reward for the deathmatch. Okay. Oh shit, we're into it. We're right into it. Oh man. It's a long fucking sword.
Why can I not break through?
Oh, I like that. Grabbing it.
I should have removed your head 7 times, but it remains attached to your body. It seems
If nothing else, you are a master of cunning tricks.
well.
I like
You have the
servants
edge in both
complimenting each
strength
other.
and spirit.
This servant surpasses me that greatly in sword technique?
Damn.
Now let us continue.
Shiro, hold on.
Don't worry, Archer's got Shiro safe.
From the while Caster lurks within. Isn't it obvious that these two are working?
Could
in
it be
It's not particularly unusual.
the
For example, you and
Tosakas?
Reen have now joined.
Well, not the Tosakas, the sorry, the
Ridiculous. Me
the other
working with
ones.
that dog. Assassin.
The
who's
Matos?
nothing more to me than my pawn. What's wrong with a mage like me summoning a servant of my own to do my bidding?
Assassin herself? Are you
What?
saying that a summoned servant summon another servant?
What the fuck?
That gatekeeper master is not the true assassin.
What?
She ignored the rules and summoned an assassin-class servant on her own and harvest souls from the people in the city.
Oh my
She
god.
herself doesn't. It's only natural for a magic user like yourself to resort to underhanded tactics.
What the
But
fuck?
you managed to do all this
I didn't
without
know
your
this was
master's
possible.
consent, didn't you? It's difficult to think that a master would let you summon a servant that obeys you.
Interesting.
In which case, like the simpleton behind me, I imagine you made him into
Shiro.
nothing more than a you. Coming from a witch who slinks around in the shadows. Oh, really? Not even a scratch, you say? Let's see if I can make one then.
Okay.
If that is not enough, I will leave you to Saber.
Oh god. Oh shit. All right. Well, no way. There's no way.
A very good try,
Yeah.
Archer.
Oh my god.
Teleportation or innate time control?
Oh.
And I think less of you, Archer.
Good
Thought
comeback.
You might be useful to me, but you...
getting dangerous. You gotta finish this, Saber. Oh, shit! Did he get a bit of her neck?
Damn that witch.
Man,
She
this
had a
show looks
huge
good.
store of monitor. Damn that
Shit! Did Shiro do something? Did he stop it? Or did he just duck? Or did she just miss?
Put me down, you jerk!
Oh,
What are you thinking?
someone saved him. Was it
Hell if I
Archer?
know. When you say that,
It was Archer.
you're obsessed my head, you idiot.
Idiot! And you call me an idiot? Well, that makes you even more of an idiot.
What are you? At least decide on one, numbskull.
What did you say to me?
Thank God Archer isn't Shiro's servant.
Miss, I can handle this myself!
All right.
Oh my God!
How
Whoa!
does that feel, Archer? If space itself has been immobilized around
You
them.
immobilize space.
So this would... What was that you said, Archer? If you wish to beg for your life, I can...
Imbecile!
Oh.
I said dodge this, Caster!
Oh shit! The music is great.
The bone of my sword.
Oh, look at this!
Color the bulk!
The animation there was awesome. Holy shit! I loved all the animation of his
Seems that my
archery.
master could not defeat the opponent of concealing my true skill. Even now, you will not reveal your noble phantasm. However, that simply won't do.
You yield the advantage of higher ground?
Hmm.
What are you playing at?
Devoted my life to the sword. If you insist on not showing your strength,
Look how long
I'll
that
take your
sword
belief
is.
and break it open with brute force.
Oh shit.
Ultimate.
Oh! Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
Follow reversal.
Too late.
Oh god. What the fuck is going on? Whoa! What was that?
I said I would make one scratch.
So you do not intend to kill me then?
Interesting.
My objective here was to protect this boy from you.
Why?
Policying.
Hey,
Interesting.
Boy cannot abide servants like me who feed on irrelevant people, or that
Yeah.
stray from him. And you simply do not care for senseless slaughter. You see, you are completely alike.
Yeah, you kind of are.
how am I anything like this stupid jerk?
Yes, I agree.
But I still think it's
I
good
admit
that they're
we are
not
both
master and
pacifists,
servant.
But we are
You're a pacifist, my ass. I guess you must take out Saber along with Berserker.
That was before you and Reen entered into this alliance.
I like you too. Your powers and existences are both unique and interesting.
You're very confident for someone who just got
Join forces
owned.
with me. That will put an end to this Grail War quickly.
No, never. There's no way I'd ever work with people like you.
That's true.
Hey,
She's a
Archer, come
bitch.
Your team has very limited fighting potential. No matter how much power you get, it won't be enough to beat Berserker. What you offer isn't enough to ally myself. I decided to come here on my own initiative. My master did not send me, so I have
Yeah,
no reason
okay.
to kill you.
That makes sense
Shall
why
we
she's
call
not
this
around.
A draw on account of injury.
Your master has been actively hunting me, has she not? Yet you would simply let me go just
That's the
like
thing that I'm thinking.
Yes. How many people you end up killing here?
Damn, Archer.
What a...
It is
Wait a
surprising
minute,
to me
stop!
that Archer doesn't want to finish her off. Whoa, that was cool.
Why the hell did you let Caster go?
Now she would have made her escape anyway. To
You
defeat Caster,
could have tried.
you must get to her master. On the contrary, I want to let her continue for a while longer. Caster
Why?
will go on draining people of their life force and will use that power to defeat Berserker.
Oh,
After she's done that, we'll
I
take
see.
Caster out.
I understand.
She would hate it, which is why I want Caster to settle things quickly. I
Damn.
don't know how many we'll have to. No matter how or at whose hands death comes, it's all the same.
That's interesting. I see his plan now. I see why he wants to keep her alive.
It is simply something I mastered one day when I had the thought to slay a sparrow. A flying... However, they are swift little things. To accomplish the feat, one must repeatedly strike within time of a single breath. That is
Damn.
beyond the ability of ordinary men. But I had nothing else to do but to practice and master the skill. In other words, I achieved a goal I had wished for.
Whoa, that's so cool. The leaves cutting
I used
themselves
the
on
technique without knowing
sword.
it.
Please strike within a single breath. That's not what that was. They were at exactly the same time. In that instant,
Damn.
these swords existed. A dimensional refraction effect.
A dimensional
How does a servant
refraction
with only
effect.
sword skills employing any magic at all?
Huh.
Jester is
Jesus.
a softie.
So many complicated
She should
terms
just
in
go
the
drain their
series.
lives completely. I thought that you and I were operating under an alliance.
That's a load of crap.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you
doing that.
can be punched in the
Like
face
I would
still.
even think in order to achieve some personal victory.
I feel exactly the same way, but it's not possible to save every last person.
Yeah, I mean,
Caster were to get control of the
that
Grail,
makes sense.
the damage will affect everywhere. Therefore, the only choice is to sacrifice the people of this city.
he's reminding me of
Can keep the
Kuritsugu
overall
right now.
losses low as a result, strategy, isn't it?
Choosing to save
Ah!
means choosing not to save.
This is... I just said
You
he's
you
reminding me of
didn't want to get
Kuritsugu.
irrelevant people, and you won't save anyone in the end.
That's what Kuritsugu came
Plan to
to
go after
as,
Caster?
as an idea.
To waste your life after I saved it?
Fight me. Hell with your.
Oh shit! What's going on? What? 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 Those were like the swords. It looks like the swords on Saber's battlefield, but
If you've no will to
shit.
fight, then
What did you say?
goodbye, Shiro. Let your ideals drag you to your death.
oh my god, Saber, please, no! Shit, dude!
Shiro!
I didn't expect this shit at all.
Damn Vixen retreated.
Saber.
Oh.
Assassin, why did you not strike me down just now?
Yeah, when she ran,
I was
you had an opportunity to
captivated.
attack.
I subtractive when you were fighting, but your concern for your master
I-
is an exquisite sight.
I mean,
And so
I
you caught
agree,
my eyes.
but wow, didn't expect that.
That is enough fighting for tonight.
Yes, of course, Kojiro Sasaki. Please forgive me.
Damn.
You are an opponent worthy of my full attention.
He's
Rest assured, I will
like the
settle
new
matters.
Lancer.
I swear it.
Oh! Holy shit.
Mouth. I said that they may leave. Will you make a liar of me? My only duty is to stand watch at this gate.
I love
I
the
allow
servants in
entry,
these
but leaving
shows.
is something else. So imagine my disappointment to see you flee for your own life.
Oh shit! Oh, the fight is sick.
Let's leave while we can.
There's a lot of
Hurry.
fighting in this episode. It's great, but like different fights. Oh, of course that's the end. There's so much that happened. Oh, that was a great episode. Oh, there's more after the credits. Oh, there's more. Yes, 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 yes.
A real son of a bitch. If you ask me, he's no better than Caster if he's willing to exploit someone like her to win.
Aw.
Why are you smiling like that?
It is extremely rare to hear you speak ill of someone in that manner.
Yeah.
But Shiro, aren't you angry at Archer for breaking the alliance and attacking you like he did?
Not as angry about that.
No, not at all. It's Tosaka I'm allies with, not Archer. There was no alliance for him to betray.
Damn.
You are amazing. Quite amazing indeed.
Oh.
Caster
nice.
is an enemy who must never run. Not believe that Archer is nefarious.
I agree.
Wait,
His technique was as pure as a clear stream. His heart must be equally as pure.
Mhm.
the guy tried to attack me from behind but failed to kill me.
I don't
Yes.
think he was trying
This means
to,
you
right?
have an aptitude for it.
Not his exercise, but how to fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Yes. If that is what you want, Shiro.
Oh, I love this. I love the relationship building
Screw
between
up
these
again
two.
like I did tonight.
Oh, Jesus. That was a great episode. I just have like built up energy in me from watching the episode. I'm so hyped about it. I loved that after credit scene. I'm so glad I didn't miss that. That I didn't like close the episode beforehand, because that's a conversation. Like I was watching this episode and I was like, I can't wait for Saber and Shiro to be alone again out of danger, because I want to hear them talk about this. Because I wanted to hear like Saber's opinions on the matter, and I wanted to see. I mean, like that's sometimes in shows like this, it's a good sign when there's an action scene going on, and I'm watching the action scene and I'm going like, I can't wait for the talking scene, because like the talking scene is gonna be just as entertaining for me. But I was really excited to see how they talked about it, and it was as good as I wanted it to be. I mean, like I love that he's explaining all of that, and then she like smiles at him and seems like genuinely impressed with him, and just sees like potential in him, and I think that's so great. I think it's so nice, especially like after Fate Zero, like seeing the way that you know, like Saber and Kiritsugu's relationship in Fate Zero was so not this. Now obviously we had Saber in Irisville, which that was closer to like that was like a friendship between them, but excuse me, but still, like it wasn't really a master-servant relationship there. This feels like a master-servant relationship, but like a much more wholesome one. And I love it. I love watching it. I can't wait to see their relationship develop more as this series goes on. I'm so curious how it's going to play out. Now, about the whole like Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works thing, like whenever I'm watching this, I can't help but like think about things through the lens of, you know, that some people watch Unlimited Blade Works first and some people watch Zero first. I can't help but think about it through that lens. And like I will say something that I feel like from my perspective seems like an advantage to the way that I did it, which is Zero first and then Unlimited Blade Works, is that like from what I can tell so far, Zero seemed like a more traditional Holy Grail War. Like it's Zero felt like for the most part it was kind of how it's expected to go. Now that's, you know, there's some exceptions in there. I mean, there's like the whole idea of the church, like, you know, being on one of the people's sides and stuff like that. That whole idea is strange, but I just like I feel like it's it felt like I'm sure in every Holy Grail War some bullshit happens, but like I just feel like in Unlimited Blade Works so far there's been some quote unquote rules that felt like they were set up in Fate Zero that are being quote unquote broken now. I don't want to say broken as if it is a hard and fast rule, because it isn't, clearly, because they're being broken now, but like things that I just kind of accepted were true from Fate Zero that now in Fate Unlimited Blade Works I'm getting revealed that they're not necessarily true. Stuff like that, you know, in a way the masters aren't necessarily completely helpless against servants. Like it felt like in Fate Zero it felt pretty clear, like, you know, masters are down here, servants are up here in terms of fighting. Like if you're without your servant, you're doomed. It's like you need a servant there to fight for you. It felt like there's like absolutely no chance. But in this series so far, it feels like there's little hints of like the masters like could hold up against the servants in certain circumstances, maybe, you know. Just like little hints of that. Not necessarily it's been proven in this series yet, but I've just seen little bits and pieces. And the other thing, and this is what was in this episode, is the idea that a servant can summon a servant. What the fuck? That felt like something that I never would have expected to happen. And yet here we are in this series, and yeah, it seems like Caster summoned Assassin. So Caster has a master, but then Assassin's master is Caster. And that's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, that's gonna be wild. So if you took out Caster's master, Well, if you took out Caster's Master, maybe Caster wouldn't be defeated. Because the whole thing is that, like, Caster's doing bullshit to get mana for herself. And so she probably wouldn't disintegrate, at least not quickly, if her master was defeated, right? Because she's probably self-sufficient enough with the mana. Because that's the thing, right? Like, the servants have their masters, like, provide them with mana to keep them within the war. And so theoretically, if the master is taken down, there's no one else to supply mana to them, and then they'll eventually disintegrate. But then in Fate Zero, when there was the caster created a big monster or whatever, they were talking about how he could, like, make his own food source. Like, he was basically using food as his source of mana, using, like, fish or whatever the fuck it was, so he could potentially, like, make himself self-sufficient and stay in this world if he kept, you know, creating his own source of mana. So it's possible that you could take down Caster's Master and she still sticks around. In fact, I can kind of see it happening, you know? Like, I don't know, we don't know who her master is yet, but, like, let's say it was Shinji, is that his name? Let's say it was him. And then I could see them having a scene where, like, he's being cocky, he's being confident, is bossing her around or whatever. And then she turns around and kills him, and he dies. And then and then people are like, wait, no, she, like, killed her own master. That means she's gonna disappear or whatever. But then she doesn't, because she has a lot of mana, because she's been, you know, draining people all around the city or whatever. So I can see that being the case, although it's got to be extra draining to be a servant and then also have a servant, right? Because then you are providing them with mana, so you basically have to have double. You have to have, like, 2 times the mana to like, some of it to survive yourself and then some of it to give to another servant. That's pretty crazy. Whew. So, yeah, the scene of Archer, like, letting Caster go, and also, you know, saying how he wants to avoid unnecessary slaughter or whatever. It was interesting, because at first I was like, I was watching it and I was going, is that your deal, Archer? Like, he was saying, like, I want to avoid unnecessary whatever. But in my head, I was like, but this whole series, haven't you been trying to win? And also saying to Reen, like, hey, we should kill Shiro. Like, several times in the series so far, I feel like, like, Shiro's been vulnerable or whatever. And Archer's said, like, hey, Reen, you know he's vulnerable, right? You know we could kill him? I feel like that's, you know, him going, we need to take these opportunities and win this war. And so when Caster was weak, I was like, this is your chance to take out a pretty major player. Why wouldn't you be doing this when she's, like, also shitty? You know, like, it's not just that this is a good chance to take initiative, but also you don't even have to feel bad about it because she's causing a lot of pain and suffering out there. And you might end up taking out Assassin in the process. Like, it felt like the perfect plan. But when he eventually gave what I think is his actual reasoning, it makes more sense, which is he is okay with her gaining power and stuff right now because they need power to take down Berserker. So his idea is like, look, Berserker feels impossible for us to defeat right now. She has a chance of either weakening him or defeating him. If she gets strong enough, we can probably beat her after that. So we need to let that happen. Even though she's like a snowball rolling downhill, she's gonna, you know, take out a few towns along the way. but then like once she gets to the bottom, she can take out the grizzly bear that's coming for the town. What a weird analogy I just made, but I think it works. There's a grizzly bear coming for a town. We don't think we can stop the grizzly bear. There's a snowball rolling down the hill. The snowball will take out a lot of townspeople on its way down, but it'll take out the grizzly bear, which would have slaughtered the whole town. So it makes sense why he would do it. And when he was talking, I was thinking the whole time, like, yeah, it feels like this is like a Kiritsugu type thing all over again. It was in my head. To the point where I genuinely had a thought of like, we don't know who Archer is. Is it possible he's Kiritsugu? You know, like, you summon heroic spirits and you don't know what age they're from or whatever. So, like, what if the age he summoned him from was just before, you know? Like, he summoned him from, like, a few years ago. He just summoned Kiritsugu. That was genuinely a thought that I had, that I no longer believe anymore. I thought about it a little bit longer and I went, I don't think it works out. But my thought process was, one, he seems to have a similar, thought process in terms of morality. Two, his voice isn't the same, obviously. Like, one's Matt Mercer and one's Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't remember. Kaiji Tang, right? They're different voice actors, obviously. But they have similar timbres to them. Obviously, this is the English stuff as well, so take it all with a grain of salt. But they have similar types of voices to me. And three, we saw like a little thing of like Reen was having a dream, and in the dream, it was Archer in this like huge thing of swords, and it reminded me of Saber's sort of area, you know, like Saber's world that she always goes to, where she remembers the war that she lost or whatever. And I saw that, and I thought, like, my thought was, it could be Kiritsugu, because, and I realize this is kind of a dumb theory, and I don't think it's true, but I just want to like put it out there, and don't tell me. Don't be like, yeah, that's not true or whatever, because it's more fun to just have these theories and just be way wrong about them. It like my thought was, like, if it was Kiritsugu, then the reason he has that like memory of those swords or whatever is because people tend to have dreams of their servants' dreams and pasts and stuff, right? So he had a dream of Saber's, and then he like remembers that, and so now when he dreams, now when someone else sees his dreams, Reen sees his dreams are made up of Saber's dreams from back in Fate Zero, you know? That was like where my thinking was coming from. I'm recording this also like just after I recorded a One Piece episode where I was coming up with a stupid theory that I don't know if it worked out properly as well. But it's all very funny. I liked seeing the assassin's move that was like repeated strikes against Saber all at the same time. So it was like a ton of repeated strikes in a single breath, he said. But then it seemed, but she was like, that wasn't in a single breath, that was at the same time. Which I guess the implication there is when he was actually alive, it was all within the same breath. But now that he's a servant and he has like servant powers behind him, it's become even more powerful, and it's like, you know, it's at the same time. Excuse me. And so if but like I was watching that, and they also like called it a dimensional refraction effect. Is that what it is? Which is like an insane term. Like I love how this series, and I remember like before I started watching this series, I would hear people talk about like noble phantasms and other things like that, and I would hear those terms, and it's like pure gibberish, you know, like it just it feels like absolute gibberish. But then, you know, you watch Fate Zero and you start to get into the series a bit, and some of the terms, reality marble and noble phantasm and servants and masters and command seals, like they start to make sense to you, and you start to understand like little bits and pieces of what they are. And then like I start to get a hold of it, and then they start like throwing more at me, you know, because there's different types of noble phantasms and stuff. I know that because there was one that was like in Fate Zero, they talked about they needed a siege noble phantasm or something like that. Like there was a special type, and that was what Excalibur is. So yeah, there's like different categories and stuff, and I'm sure this is stuff that like in the game, you know, there's like information on a lot of the stuff, I think. That you know, it's stuff that you can find out in the game. I don't need to find it out. I don't need to know what it is right now. I just think it's funny that these terms get thrown out there, and I'm like, what the fuck? A dimensional refraction effect? But it's honestly like, I don't need to know right now, because it might get overwhelming if I find out too much stuff before the show's introducing it to me, because the show's already teaching me enough stuff. So I'm glad they don't stop to explain every little thing, because I don't have time. I don't have the brain space. Anyway, that's episode 7 of Fate Unlimited Blade Works. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.